Hey everybody, I wanted to show you this cool keyboard I just got. It's called the TG3 KBA-nBLTA. Super long name. I don't know that it means anything. I guess the brand is TG3. But what's cool about it is that it's a mechanical keyboard and I only spent $25 and it came brand new. It's freaking weird and cool at the same time. As you can see, it has a built-in touchpad and left and right click. But other than that, it's kind of a standard mechanical keyboard with a couple cool features and little quirks. It uses Cherry MX black switches, and they don't feel like MX blacks, and that's because there's a rubber dome around it to, I guess, waterproof it, or just, protect from dust and the elements and stuff like that. So there you can see the MX black switch, and it's got a protective rubber dome, which gives it a bit of a clickiness to it. So to me, they feel like really heavy MX browns or MX clears with a O-ring. Definitely do not feel like MX blacks. I don't think I got the key on right. So you kind of have to be careful when you put these on, because you have to line up the stem directly in the center of that. Oh, see, still didn't get it on right. Let's try it again. I apologize for the camera work. I only have my phone right now. GoPro is packed away from the move. Let's try this again. There we go. So yeah, picked this guy up on eBay for 25 bucks shipped. Looks like the seller has them for 30 right now. Still free shipping though. You may be able to offer him 25. It's a good keyboard. The keycaps are ABS, but they don't feel like ABS. I mean, they do. Okay, they feel like really nice ABS is what I'm trying to get at. They're definitely not PBT. The legends are double shot. So I just took the key off, but I didn't show you another one. So they're double shot, which means they'll never wear out. So that's kind of nice. The F and the J have these bumps in the middle of the key, so you can figure out where where your hands go on the keyboard. They're not very subtle, so I guess to me this is like a, damn it, did it again. It's a very utilitarian keyboard. I mean, I don't know if it's rated to be waterproof, but it seems like if you get a spill or something on here, it would not be hard to clean up, and I doubt you would damage anything because this rubber dome system underneath is a plate that goes through the entire keyboard and between each switch. So if you splash something down, it's not going to hit the circuit board underneath. I haven't taken a look at the edges yet, but I would assume that it goes all the way to the edges. Let's do it right quick. Yeah, you can see this rubber part is one solid piece. It goes all the way to the edges. So, I mean, it's a $25 actual Cherry MX mechanical keyboard. There's not really much more you could ask for. The layout's kind of cool. There's no Windows key on either side. Instead, you have Control-Alt. There's a comma here, which is kind of strange. Or no, I'm sorry, it's tilde and an extended 1 key. So this would normally be up here. So that's kind of interesting. I didn't actually notice that before. You have a miniature tab, miniature caps lock, shift, and control. And the caps lock lights up green. It actually shows through there as well. That's pretty cool. And then on the other side, you have a shortened row here, arrow keys. Insert and delete are here. I haven't figured out what the function does yet. There's no function labels on anything. So that's kind of interesting. Obviously no numpad, so it's gonna be short. It's you know, it's TKL. It's a little bit bigger than 87, but just by like maybe this much, maybe even half a key. Really hard plastic case. You get a little bit of oil from your fingerprints on it, but it's, I mean, I can't really describe it other than it's very utilitarian. It's really cool, especially for 25 bucks. I mean, it's just, I'm blown away. It's very neat. The one thing I have to say about the touchpad is you might be able to tell, here's my regular laptop touchpad, and it's tracking perfectly with the screen and everything like that. So I'll use the keyboard's touchpad, and I don't know if you can tell, it tracks fine, but it almost pulls at like 50 hertz. So it's not quite as smooth, but it still tracks perfectly fine. So I think, you know, that I'm pretty much going to ignore the touchpad. But a situation where you would want to use it, maybe a Raspberry Pi hooked up to a monitor and you just plug this in and that's the only thing you have plugged in. Or, you know, you're using a server and you just need a terminal and you just need something to move the mouse occasionally, or you just need a keyboard hooked up. I mean, it's a cool all-in-one thing, and it's, again, 25 bucks for a keyboard and mouse, and it's functional. And it doesn't suck. I mean, it's not great. You're not going to game on it. You're not going to want to browse the web on it. There's no scroll functionality or anything like that. But it works. So my point is, it's enough. Like I said, it's very utilitarian, very like, it does what it needs to do. I can imagine this thing, you know, being thrown in like some crazy setup where, you know, it's in the garage, there's a lot of dust. This thing, you could put like a pound of sawdust on this and the keys would still work, and you would not, I mean, pretty much you just take all the caps off and dump it and blow it out and it'd be fine. So it's a really freaking cool keyboard. I don't know what profile these keycaps are. Maybe they're standard cherry. They do feel a little bit shorter than like they do feel shorter like standard cherry than just the regular MX profile keycap. But they do have regular MX stems. They're cherry MX black. The O-ring thing is kind of neat. They feel like taupe rays to me. When I used like a Cooler Master Nova Touch and they had the taupe rays with the MX stem, I mean, that's almost exactly what it feels like, just a little bit heavier because they are MX blacks, and they have the extra resistance from the rubber O-ring part. But it's really cool. So they're linear. MX blacks are linear switches, but you can hear that click, and they're very responsive. It's fun to type on. So yeah, I mean, it's just a neat keyboard. If you're a mechanical keyboard enthusiast and you want something kind of off the wall, it'd be a cool pickup. And there's only one USB cable. It's a shorter cable, so you might need an extension if you're going to use it on your desktop or something like that. But it's perfect for a laptop carry around. I would not hesitate to throw this in a bag without, you know, like, I don't need a keyboard case to throw this in a bag. I don't care. It's 25 bucks, so I'm just going to throw it in my backpack, and it's not a big deal. This thing is really heavy duty. It's got a metal back plate with all these ridiculous Phillips screws. So I'm sure you could take this case off. I might actually do this in the future. I might actually take this off, sand this down and see if I can, you know, paint it or just dress it up, make it look a little bit different. I mean, you have a lot of real estate here, so probably do some kind of cool design or something like that. Oh, one other thing I want to mention before I finish this video. Again, I'm sorry about the camera. It's kind of a awkward thing, but I don't have my normal camera set up. There's no rubber feet for the bottom of this, so you might want to get like a low profile rubber foot or rubber pad for here, and maybe 2 up front or 1 up front, and then on the other side as well. Otherwise, this is gonna scratch up your desk, and I'm using it on my kitchen table, so I probably shouldn't do that. But just consider getting a rubber pad for it. It is perfectly flat, so it's not like it's gonna wobble around or anything, but it might slide or something like that. But I would do a slim profile because it's already decently thick. So if you raise it up too much, then you're gonna have sort of an extra weird typing position. The wrist rest / touchpad isn't awkward, so it's not a huge deal. It doesn't get in the way or anything like that. It might bother some people, but honestly, either hand, it's perfectly positioned, so it's just really cool. And for 25 bucks, everyone should go pick one up. It says there's 7 available. I'm sure there's other sellers that have stuff like this, but yeah. Let me know how it goes, and if you pick one up, let me know your thoughts. I'm sorry, this is kind of an off-the-cuff video. I haven't done a video in a little while. We've been moving and lots of other stuff going on, so hopefully you'll hear from me soon in the future. I have part 3 of my graphics card and gaming PC upgrade that I need to upload and finish that, and that should be the last part of that. I have a couple other videos upcoming in the future, and yeah, so check out Discord, link is in the description. Check out my subreddit. There's all kinds of build complete posts on there. People will follow the Plex guides and then post their builds on there, so you can check out other people's builds and check out my guides on Plex. So I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.